Hi ERC families and friends, Laura here with Kids Craft Wednesday. So glad you're here. Today we will be making paper airplanes, but I found some that are a little different than the normal paper airplanes. So you might know how to make a paper airplane already, and you can use that for the competition that we'll be posting. The full activity is reading a Bible passage with your family, looking over the reflection questions, answering them, making a paper airplane, so choosing which option you want to use for the contest, and then having a contest with the members in your family. So I hope you guys can all get together and enjoy this fun activity. I have two options that I will show you how to make today, so you can use one of these, or like I said, if you want to use another airplane that you know how to make. And once you post, we will give you a raffle ticket. So may the best paper airplane win. Let me show you how to make two paper airplanes that you can use for your contest. Okay, for today's craft, you'll need scissors and some pieces of white paper. Now, since we're making paper airplanes, I'm gonna give you two options that you can make. You don't have to make both, but you can. But if you do the activity that goes along with this, you'll want to choose one that's going to be your plane to fly. And if you have other ways of making paper airplanes, you can definitely use those. The ones that I'm going to be making are from this book called Kids Paper Airplane Book. So these are two options that I found in here. So I think they fly pretty well. The first one, we don't need scissors. We'll just take one piece of paper. We're gonna start by folding it in half, long ways. Then we're gonna open it back up. We're gonna take this edge here at the top and line it up with this edge here. So we're gonna do that by taking this corner and bringing it towards the center. We're gonna do the same on the other side. So this edge, we're gonna line it up with the middle. So take the corner and just bring the corner to this corner. And once it's on the paper, you can kind of move it a little bit and line it up. And fold. Okay. From here, we're gonna take this point at the top and we're going to bring it down to the bottom of this. So we're gonna make a fold here, but to do that, we're gonna take our top, bend it over, and just line it up with the crease in the middle and press down. This shouldn't be a hard fold. If it's too hard, then that means you didn't come down enough, okay? So we're here. Now we're gonna bring this edge to the center, this point here to the center, somewhere around here. And we're gonna do the same with this side. So take this edge and we're gonna bring it exactly where this one is, and we're gonna line them up. So if you go like this, it won't work. If you go below, it won't work. So we want to make sure that this corner is touching this corner. What I do is just put my finger down to hold it and then press with the rest of my hand. Okay. Now from here, we're gonna fold this little triangle up. So I'm gonna hold these flaps down and get this triangle right here. We're gonna fold up. And you're basically pulling this point right here to the center line here. And it should be an easy fold. Okay, now we're gonna turn it over. And we still have this line that we folded from before, so we're gonna fold it in half on that line. So it should be, again, an easy fold because it's already there. Just press it down. Make sure all your folds are nice and creased.
Then from here, I'm going to turn it this way, and this might be a little tricky, but we'll get through it. This edge is going to line up with the bottom, okay? So this edge is going to line up with the bottom. So I'm going to fold it and make sure that this top lines up with the bottom. Once you do one side, the other side will be pretty easy. So we're gonna just press that down. Again, I'll show you one more time. This edge right here, the diagonal one, is going to line up with the bottom. So we're gonna line it up right there. Now we're gonna turn it over and do the same fold. So this edge should go here. This edge will line up here. And it should be the same shape as the other side. So again, I took this edge at the top and brought it down to line up with the bottom. And now to open it, it's kind of the same on each side. We're gonna lift up these wings here. And now you have a paper airplane. This is the bottom. Okay, so this is one option that you can make for your airplane competition. Let me show you the next one. Okay, for this one you will need your scissors. We're gonna start by folding it in half the long way again. Okay, now this you might need help from an adult. But what we're gonna do is we're gonna basically cut off this corner here, okay? So this corner is not the one that the fold is on. So we're not cutting this one. We're cutting where the two pieces of paper come together here. And we're gonna cut like this. I'm just gonna show you with a pencil. But you don't necessarily need a pencil. We're just gonna cut off the corner like that, okay? And that's it. So just cut that little piece off, that little corner. Now we're gonna open it back up, and that curved edge is going to be our top, okay? So we're gonna start by bringing this edge to the center, kind of what we did on the first one, but just the opposite. The other one, we went from the top. This, we're starting from the bottom. And we're gonna do the same to this side. So bring this corner to the other corner and make a fold. Okay, so I'll show you that again. We just took this corner, lined up this edge with the center and folded. And then we took this corner, lined it up with this other corner and folded it there. Now we're gonna take this point, the bottom, and we're gonna bring it up to where it lines up with the center fold, okay? And we're gonna fold it. If it's too hard of a fold, that means you might have folded it too short, so make sure that it's an easy fold. You're not folding these papers here, you're just folding just below it, okay? So there's our fold. Now this one, we're gonna take this corner and we're gonna bring it up to this line here. I'll show you that again. This edge, this corner right here is, we're just gonna fold it to be pointing and being on top of one of these, this line here. And this fold here should line up with the center one and then line up with the one that we're going to do next. So it should be about equal, not like this, not too short. They should be about the same place. So I just brought this point onto this fold, and you see how the edges here are parallel to the center. So that's what we're looking for, okay? Just press down all my folds. Now we're just gonna fold this bottom part up just about an inch or so. Nothing too crazy. And it might be a little bit hard to press down on the sides because we have a lot of folds under there, but just press it down. Now we're going to flip it over and we're going to fold it in half on this line here. So we're just gonna lift up this side. This should be pretty easy because there's already a fold there. And make sure the sides line up. And now we're just gonna bring this down. So we just, from this, we folded it in half. Now I'm rotating it to like this so I can fold this down, and this is gonna be our wing. Okay, so it was like this. I just took it down a little bit, and I'm gonna flip it over and do the same to the other side and make sure that it's even. I'm not gonna fold down here because look, it's shorter than the first one. I'm not gonna fold up here. I wanna make sure that I line it up so that it's even with the first wing that I made. And then we're gonna hold it from the bottom here, open up the wings, and we have our second airplane. Now what I would love to see is you guys decorate this however you'd like, because that's more interesting than a plain white piece of paper. So here are the two plain options that you have. Make sure you choose one, or if you have another video that you can watch to make another paper airplane, go ahead and do that. And then follow the instructions on the pictures that we will also post too. There's a Bible verse, there's some reflection questions, and then I'd love to see who in your family wins the airplane competition. So make sure you post your airplanes and the competition and who wins, and you'll get a raffle ticket.
All right, guys, thanks for joining. Good luck with your airplanes. I've already tested mine and these fly really well, so I suggest you use one of these, but your choice, right? Make sure you decorate them. Make sure you post your airplane, the winners, and the answers to the questions that are posted too. They'll probably be posted on our Facebook or Instagram. Make sure you guys are subscribing and following all of our social media on YouTube. Following us on Facebook and on Instagram. Look for Emmanuel Reformed Church Kids Club or just Kids Club. And we're glad you guys are following along. We'll see you next week. Bye.